Hi everyone. I decided that before I'm going to continue with my positions, analyzing and teaching, I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page. So what I want to do today is I want to talk about the language of chess, or more like, let's call it the right way, the chess notation. I'm sure some of you know already chess notation, so you don't have to listen to this lesson, but I want to make sure that we all know chess notation, because I'm going to be analyzing and I want to do it the right way. Like I said, all my lessons, all my foundations and everything, I'm trying to teach everyone how to play chess the right way. So since we're gonna start thinking and talking and playing like professionals, I want to start the right way. So a little bit about chess notations. I want everybody to be on the same page with me. Let's start. So chess notation is basically the language that chess players communicate with each other. That's the way they understand each other. Let's start with the chessboard. So we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. It's really very simple. You just have to know it. Then we have numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So if you want to say a certain square on the board, you first start with the letter and then you go with the number. Let's say this will be B2. B2. Like say over here will be D3. D3. And this will be G6, as you see. That's how simple it is. Let's do a few more. F5, F7, D7, C6. I guess everyone understands by now. Now let's go to pieces. Here I have a set of pieces. A king, a queen, a rook, a bishop, a knight, and a pawn. The king, the queen, again, some of you guys, let's say, call a rook, they call it a castle, or a bishop, they call an officer, or whatever, but the bottom line, I'm going to teach you how to say it the right way. So again, the king, the queen, the rook, the bishop, the knight, not the horse, the knight, and the pawn. So the king, when you write it in chess notation, it's going to be a letter K. The queen is going to be a Q. The rook is going to be a R. Bishop is going to be a B. Knight, even though it spells with a K, but the letter is N. And the pawn is a P. Actually, a lot of times when you write it, you don't even write the P. So every time when you're writing a chess notation, so a lot of chess players just skip P, and everybody understands that it means the pawn. So I'm going to explain it in a minute. If you want, you could pause this and you could write it down for yourself. So here is basic chess notation. Knight G1 to F3. It would be N G1 to F3. Or you could simply do N F3. Knight to F3. Because everybody will understand. Unless there's a position, let's position like this. So now you could move to F3 from G1 or from D2. So now you would need to write Knight G1 to F3 specifically, or Knight D2 to F3. But otherwise, usually, since there's only one move, let's say Knight G1 to F3, all you gotta do is you write Knight F3. Now Bishop F4. That would be B F4. Queen D2, Queen Q to D2, Knight H3, and H3. So this is how the chess notation works. And the pawn, like I said, you could technically write pawn to C3 or pawn to G4, but the easiest way would be G3. Everybody understands. So let's say in this position, if I write C3, everybody understands that this is not knight to C3, this is C3 plain, which means a pawn to C3. So I hope everybody understands. The reason why I keep on stressing about chess notation, because this is how if any chess player who wants to learn, who wants to get better, who wants to read, study chess books, listen to the lessons. I mean, everything is just chess notation. You just gotta know this stuff. That's why it's so important. And that's why I decided to make it one of my first lessons, so everybody should get there right away, and not to get lost and confused. Okay, and now let's do it for the last time. D4 and F6, Knight F6. and f3, knight f3, c5, d, capture c5. You could do this way, or you could just simply write dc5. Everybody understands what it means. Knight c6 and c6, bishop f4, b f4. That's basically how the chess notation goes. And then there is few more things like a capture, promotion, check, checkmate, stuff like this, but they're not so important. Then you'll get to know them. I just wanted to show you the most important things, the way you could understand the game. Like a check, a checkmate, or everything else, it's automatic. You don't necessarily have to show it once you understand what it is. So anyways, I hope everyone enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions, you're more than welcome to write it in the comments, and please subscribe. So long everyone, thank you for watching this.